Let's get your Minnesota LLC set up correctly and make sure you aren't overspending on any unnecessary startup fees or ongoing expenses. Here are the 7 steps to create your LLC. Also, sign up below for our free LLC formation checklist. Step 1, name your LLC. The most important thing when choosing a name for your business is that it's unique. To make sure the name isn't already being used by another business in Minnesota, go to this page on the Secretary of State's website and type in the name you'd like to use. As you can see, you probably won't be able to name your new Mexican restaurant Chipotle. You must include limited liability company or the abbreviation LLC at the end of the name. It can't contain the word corporation, incorporated, or their abbreviations. The name can't contain a word or phrase implying it is organized for a purpose other than a permitted purpose, so I wouldn't use words like bank, insurance, architects, or anything that could sound like a governmental agency or regulated business. You'll see a full list of naming requirements on this page. You can find links to the name search tool, naming requirements, and resources for everything else we talk about in this video in the description below. Speaking of names, when you've decided on a name for your LLC, I'd immediately go and reserve a domain name for your business. I recommend getting a .com domain if available. Most domain registrars charge from $10 to over $20 per year for a .com domain. We recommend getting your domain from spaceship.com, where you can get a .com domain for less than $10 for the first year and just over $10 for the annual renewals. Step 2, select a registered agent. This is a person or business that will receive important legal documents and notices from the state on your behalf and forward them to you. The registered agent's address will be listed publicly, so I wouldn't recommend being your own registered agent and using your home address as your registered agent's address. Your registered agent must keep normal business hours Monday to Friday, and you can't use a P.O. box. If you want to keep your address private, or you don't want to have someone at a particular address Monday to Friday during business hours, we recommend hiring a registered agent. On this channel, we've reviewed multiple registered agents, and our 2 favorites are Doola and Northwest Registered Agent. More about them later on in the video. Step 3, submit articles of organization to the Minnesota Secretary of State and pay the filing fee, $135 by mail or in person, and $155 if you file online. Your articles of organization will include name of your LLC, registered agent name and address, organizer's name, address, and signature, email address to forward official notices, and the name and daytime phone number of a person that can be contacted regarding this form. There's also a Minnesota business snapshot that's optional. You'll find links below to file online as well as to download the PDF version to print and mail in or deliver in person. Step 4, obtain an employer identification number, EIN. This may also be referred to as a federal tax ID. Think of it as a social security number for your business. If you're the only owner of the LLC and you won't have any employees, you could use your social security number instead of an EIN, but in most cases it's better to have one. You may need one for banking, taxes, and for hiring employees. The application process is pretty straightforward. It only takes a couple of minutes on the IRS's website. We have a video that'll walk you through how to get one step by step. Step 5, create an operating agreement. This document will state how your LLC will be managed. Minnesota law doesn't require you to have one, but I recommend creating one even if you're the only member of the LLC. Banks may also ask for a copy of your operating agreement when you go to open a business bank account. If you have a complicated situation with many business partners or investors, you may want to work with a lawyer to draft the operating agreement. But in many cases, especially if it's just you can use one of Northwest Registered Agent's free operating agreement templates from this page. Step 6, open a business bank account. This will make it much easier to separate your business and personal assets and expenses. It will also help maintain the liability protection your LLC provides. You'll find 2 videos below, one on how to open a business bank account and another on the best business bank accounts. To keep your business open and in good standing, Step 7, file an annual renewal with the Secretary of State by December 31st each year. This document contains the business name, address, phone and email, your registered agent's information, the name and address of the LLC's manager or key decision maker, as well as the optional Minnesota business snapshot. Unlike with other states, in Minnesota there's no cost to filing your annual renewal. But if you forget to submit it, you'll have to pay a fee to have your LLC reinstated. One quick note, if you're creating an LLC from abroad, you may need to file a beneficial ownership information report with the Treasury Department's FinCEN after forming your LLC. This requirement has changed a lot over the last year, with a requirement recently being removed for US-based business owners. I'll link to FinCEN's website below so you can check for the latest updates. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing this is the first time you're creating a business, and all of these steps could sound overwhelming. The Minnesota Secretary of State's website might not be the most user-friendly, and you could have questions along the way. Instead of going it on your own, as I just described, or paying a lawyer potentially thousands of dollars, I recommend working with a formation service to help you set up your LLC correctly. There are 2 formation services we recommend, Northwest Registered Agent and Doola. The process is quick and simple with both of them. Before I walk you through how to form your LLC with one of them, here's when I would choose one over the other. We recommend Doola if you need a registered agent and a virtual mailbox, something you want if you work from home and don't have an office. You can get both of these plus an EIN and operating agreement paying Doola $297 per year plus the state fee to form your LLC. Doola doesn't charge anything for the EIN, operating agreement, or for forming your LLC. If you only want to form the LLC and you don't need a virtual mailbox, I'd go with Northwest because you pay $39 plus the state fee for the first year, and you get an operating agreement and their registered agent service for free for the first year, and then pay $125 per year for year 2 and beyond for them to continue to be your registered agent. If you'd like help with your business bookkeeping and taxes, check out one of these 2 Doola plans. If you have questions on which service to choose, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's run through how to create your LLC with Northwest. It's pretty similar with Doola, it's just that each formation service is going to ask questions in a different order. You'll find links to both in the description below. Here's what it looks like with Northwest. Click Get Started. LLC's already been selected. Scroll down to select Minnesota. You'll see the standard processing is 2 days. You'll pay the state fee of $155, plus, as you can see along the side, Northwest's $39 fee. Click Continue. Enter the business name you'd like to use. If you have a lawyer and want them to receive a copy of any legal notices, select yes and enter their email. If not, leave it as no. Write a business purpose, explaining what your business will do. Below, choose the physical address and mailing address you'd like to record with the state. I'll leave our registered agent's address selected for both. How will your LLC be managed? Will it be member managed or manager managed? Will the owners manage the business, or will you elect a manager to run the day-to-day operations of the business for you? If at any point you have questions, click on the question icon to learn more. And if you still have questions, you'll see their phone number listed here, or you can fill out this form on their contact page. Northwest gives you the option to list or omit the members of your LLC. If you don't list the LLC members, it'll show you here you may have difficulties opening a business bank account. If you're looking to form an anonymous LLC, you can learn more in the video in the description. I'll list my ownership in the LLC, adding my information as member 1, and leave selected our registered agent's address as the address to record with the state. If you have additional members, click Add Member and add their information. On this next screen, add your contact details. First and last name, phone number, and address. Create your Northwest account by entering your email and choosing a password. Here you can add their business identity bundle. You get a domain, website, email, and phone free for 90 days and then $21.60 a month. Or you can add a domain, website, business, email, and phone individually below. I won't add any of these. There are other services I'd rather use for my domain, website, and email. This is a good point to mention that we have a free training that'll walk you through everything you need when starting a new business. The business name, logo, domain, website, business email, business bank account, and more. To get access, sign up using the link in the description. Here are some additional optional items you may want to consider. I like that Northwest doesn't try to bundle these into different packages, forcing you to sign up for a more expensive package, including several things when you just want one of them. I'd rather be able to choose what I want a la carte. If you don't want to deal with getting an EIN on your own, Northwest will get one for you for $50 if you have a social security number, or $200 otherwise. Again, if you want to get an EIN yourself, our video in the description walks you through the process step by step. You can elect to have your LLC taxed as an S Corp. If you're just getting started, you might not need this. This can help you save money on taxes, but normally it's not worth it until you're earning around $50,000 to $100,000 of profit per year with your LLC. There's a video about S Corps below. If you need a virtual mailbox, Northwest doesn't offer this service in Minnesota. You can get a virtual mailbox from Anytime Mailbox, or as I mentioned earlier, have Doola form your LLC, which includes a virtual mailbox. If you selected everything you'd like to add, click Continue. Fill in your payment information and click Done. In a few days, you'll have your Minnesota LLC. If you're having Northwest get your EIN, they'll ask you to fill in some additional information after the payment screen. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to use our affiliate links in the description when forming an LLC. We could earn a commission at no cost to you. Now it's important that you don't make any common LLC mistakes with your newly created business. To avoid them, watch this video. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.